Welcome to the second part of Introduction to SPSS. This video clip is a continuation of the first part of Introduction to SPSS, in which we learn few basic features of the software. The version of the software that I am using for the purpose of this tutorial is the student version 18, and it was released on July 30th, 2009. The student version is valid for 1 year. One of the basic features that we will learn in this video clip is to select few cases out of the entire dataset. So we go to the data tab, and from the drop down menu we click on select cases. Now, why do we want to select few cases? Sometimes we do not want to analyze the entire dataset. Rather, we want to analyze some portion of the dataset. In that case, we can even apply an if condition, or we can select cases randomly, or we can select cases on the basis of a time or a case range. So for example, if we want to apply an if condition, and let's say we want to analyze only those data sets for data points for which the posted speed limit was greater than 35 miles per hour. So we click on posted speed limit, and then we move that to this bar, this posted speed limit to this bar, and we apply the if condition. Posted speed limit is greater than 35 miles per hour. Now when we hit on continue, only those cases will be selected for which the posted speed limit is greater than 35 miles per hour. The other option is to select the sample cases or random sample of cases. Sometimes we do not want to use the entire data set to develop a statistical model. Rather, we just want to use 66% of the cases and use the remaining 34% of the data set to validate the model. In that case, we usually or commonly use this option, that is random sample of cases. So we click on sample, and then we say that approximately select 66% of all cases, or we can exactly define the number of cases that we want to select from the data set. So let's say we want to select approximately 66% of all cases. We hit on continue, and we want to transfer the selected data point to a separate data file, and we'll save it and then use that data file to develop the model. So we say copy selected cases to a new data set, and then we define the name of the file in which we want to copy the selected data points. Let's say we name that file as the model data, and then we click on OK, and now we see that we have two data files here. One is the original one that says dataset 1 or the speed data, and the second one is the model data file. In this data set, in the original one, we have all the data points that we had originally, and in the second in the second file, we have only the randomly selected cases, which is the 2/3 of the cases that we selected from our original data set. Now, the other basic function which is available in SPSS is to transform a variable. Sometimes we want to recode a variable. For that, there are two options available under the transform tab. One is to recode into same variable or recode into different variable. Let's first try recode into same variable. For example, we want to recode the posted speed limit. So we select posted speed limit as the variable, and we click on old and new values. We want to redefine the posted speed limit, which is coded as 3, as 45 miles per hour. So we write under old value as 3 and under new value as 45 miles per hour, and then we click on add. We want to recode the posted speed limit, which is coded in this data set as 2, as 40 miles per hour, and we want to recode posted speed limit, which is coded as 1 in this data set as 35 miles per hour, and we say continue. The reason we are not able to see the recoded values is because we have labeled these values as 1, 2 and 3. Once we remove the labels, we'll see the new coded values that we just defined for this variable. We can also recode the values of one variable into a different variable. So let's say we again want to recode posted speed limit into a new variable, and we define the name of this new variable as revise or recoded posted speed limit and label as recoded speed limit. And again we define the new and old value. So the one which is coded as 45 miles per hour, we want to give it a new value of 3. We add it here. And then the ones in this data set which are coded as 40 miles per hour, we want to code those values as 2. And the values that are coded as 35 miles per hour, we want to code those values as 1. And we hit on continue, and then again click on OK, and we see that a new variable appears here in which the posted speed limit is coded into a different variable.